Hi everyone, this is Wilrike Sophia from Exploring Deeper, your full-time intimacy activist. I have been receiving questions about boundaries, how to set them and how to do that in a healthy way without manipulating. Well, I got some answers to that. First of all, there are people who seem to believe that having as few boundaries as possible is a good thing and that personal growth is all about not having boundaries. Well, I want to counter that. Boundaries are amazing. Boundaries are so supportive in helping you have the experiences you want with the people you want to have them with. So, yay, boundaries. Let's absolutely have them. So, how to set them and how to do it without manipulating. I think there's basically two ways of setting boundaries. And the first one is to tell another person what to do. For example, you tell someone to not do something. Well, sometimes that's a good thing. For example, if you're a parent and your kid wants to cross the street, you can tell them, like, don't do that. That's, it's dangerous. Also, if someone is doing something to you, to your body, for example, touching you without consent, you may want to say, don't do that. So you're like directly impacting someone else's actions. But when it comes to, for example, relating, for example, you have an open relationship and your partner wants to go on a date, and telling them what to do, it's not involving your body. Your domain is what Betty Martin would call it in The Will of Consent. It's not about you, your body, your personal space, but it is impacting you. Then what do you do? Well, one option is to actually tell the other person, like, hey, I don't want you to have that date. Don't do it. This might be perceived as manipulative. And very often, the response that I've seen in people is to defend themselves or maybe to do it anyway. So, what can you do when there's a boundary that does not involve your body or personal space, but it will impact your well being? Then, what I try to do when I'm practicing is to give the other person an informed information about the impact of their decision, what it will have on you. For example, that same example, if you have a partner that wants to go on a date, instead of saying, don't do that, you may say, if you go on that date, then this is the consequence it has for me. I am afraid I probably will feel very alone tonight, or I'm afraid I might panic about it. I'm afraid I will feel abandoned. So then the other person knows what the impact or the potential impact of their action may be. You can also attach, for example, if you are in a monogamous relationship and your partner dating someone else is absolutely a hard limit, you may say, like, hey, if you have that date tonight, then my decision about us is going to be that we're not anymore in a relationship. So maybe the message is the same. Like, you could say, like, I don't want you to have that date, and if you do, our relationship is over, which is kind of like telling someone what to do. Instead, you could say, like, hey, if you would have that date, this is the impact it has on me, and as a consequence, this will be my decision. The difference is, like, I'm kind of a visual person and I see things in my mind. So for the second way of doing it, I see it as I keep my focus on myself. I keep my energy to myself. I'm not like bringing my energy to the other person. So I'm not telling them, I'm not like going there and telling them what to do. I'm just telling them, you're doing that, and this is what's happening here. This is what's happening here in this domain, in this body. So basically, it's like kind of a ball game. It's like, I have the ball. I tell them, like, if you're going to do this, this is probably the effect it's going to have on me. Then you play the ball to them and they can say, okay, with this information, this is the conclusion. This is the decision I'm making. How is that for you? And then the ball comes back to you and you can say, okay, this is what the impact is on me. Then how is this for you? Like, asking even how is this for you is like actively inviting the other person to share with you the impact. So it's basically all about disclosing honestly what the impact will be and giving all the information to the other party or parties so that they also can make an informed decision on whether or not they're going to do this. So in that way, I believe we can set boundaries that are not manipulative, but well informed. So let me know what you think. You can put any questions somewhere around here. Send me your follow-up questions or other questions about love, sex, relationships, and anything else. Have a good day.